Hey there, welcome into this Natural Solutions class. My name is JOCELYN. I'm super excited you're here and open to learning about essential oils and the natural holistic lifestyle. So, do you need safe, effective, and affordable health solutions? Probably the answer is yes, or else you wouldn't be here. You're definitely open to learning more about them. So I want to let you know that you have choices, okay? And today's little class here is going to be pretty quick. I will admit, I talk pretty fast. It's also just going to be an introduction, okay? I don't want to overwhelm you. The essential oil industry or the essential oil world is pretty big. There's lots of different essential oils and lots of different uses, but today we're just going to talk basics, okay? Two things I know here. One of them, the overwhelm is real, so don't worry, okay? If you choose to get oils, we have options as far as education goes. You have support with myself and my community. Anyone that referred you to watch this, they care about you. They want to support you as well, okay? So there's going to be a lot of information, but don't worry, you have support. You have experts that are here to help you, okay, and guide you. Secondly, I know that you're also going to think of people that you know, love, and trust that need to know about this as well. So stay tuned to the end. I have some options there as well. Okay, so welcome in case you've never met me. This is me. This is my little family. My name is JOCELYN, like I mentioned. I live in Costa Rica. I'm originally from Canada. I have 3 little kids. I am passionate and pretty, I'm not going to say obsessed, but I'm pretty obsessed with natural ways of living. Okay. Time freedom, financial freedom, those sorts of things really, really inspire me as well. So I'm really stoked you're here because it all starts with just learning about the oils. Okay. So let's talk about the modern approach to healthcare. Okay. So modern approach, if you take a look at this little triangle here, man produces, addresses symptoms, needs remain. Okay, right? Because if you've ever been to the doctor, you know what I mean. Most of the time, modern approach is designed to manage symptoms. Okay, so you go to the doctor for a specific ailment and the doctor will prescribe something that is managing the symptoms, which we know, it just makes sense. It does not, most of the time, it does nothing to the root cause of the imbalance, what's happening in your body, okay? So they're made from isolated synthetic agents. There's often side effects. Sometimes they're known, sometimes they're not known, okay? So sometimes, we know the short-term side effects, but the long-term side effects, we don't know because time needs to pass before we do. So it's just a few things to keep in mind here. I know that you watching this, you totally get this, okay? The next point here is $6.5 trillion a year spent on global healthcare alone. Okay, I honestly like to call it sick care. We are operating, and society as a whole has a sick care company, right? A global sick care business. And it is massive, $6.5 trillion a year spent on global healthcare. Here's the $1 million question. Are we healthier? The answer, I'm pretty sure you know the answer, right? Okay, so let's check out the natural approach. The natural approach, we address the body's needs and root causes through a holistic approach. We treat the body as a whole functioning, machine, right? Or being, okay? Specifically talking about essential oils, they are extracted from plants. They enhance the physical and emotional health. They're safe benefits without side effects. No side effects, no negative side effects, I should say. There's definitely positive side effects. For example, lavender on a abrasion is going to have the positive side effect of a calmed emotional state as well, okay? There's also no addictions, okay? I think I might have said that already, but nature addresses the root cause, meet the body's needs so the body can do the work to heal itself and come back to homeostasis. Okay, so this is not just use essential oils and your life will change drastically in so many ways. Sometimes that happens. I will be fully transparent here. Sometimes I'm like, holy cow, these totally shifted, because what happens is somebody will get a little, a few oils or whatever, they'll start playing with them and then they start to wonder, I wonder if I can get some toxins out of underneath my sink, right? I wonder about skincare. Can I make my own skincare? And slowly people's lives begin to shift and morph, okay? So what I'm saying here is that the essential oils tend to be, and they tend to become a little bit of a lifestyle. They fit into your lifestyle and encourage you to live a healthier lifestyle. So let's go into these 3 points. Number 1, what are essential oils? Number 2, how do you use them? And number 3, how can you get them in your home? Number 1, so essential oils contain natural aromatic compounds that are extracted and distilled from plants for health benefits. So you can see a little picture of peppermint here, and if you zoom in, that's what it looks like. Okay, so that's the essential oil sitting on the leaf. So essentially, what essential oils are is it's like the immune system of the plant. Okay, so they help to fight off, or to repel pests, predators, things like that, if they're going to eat the plant. There's so many uses for essential oils, as you're going to discover in a little bit here. So what I want to clarify here is that essential oils, a majority of them are steam distilled from various parts of plants. Okay, so peppermint obviously comes from the leaf. We see, what's another one? Lemon in particular. So the citrus oils are actually cold pressed from the rind of the fruit. So when we're going to get into ingesting our essential oils, more information on that to come, it actually is not acidic. It's from the rind of the fruit. Okay, so more information on that to come. So continuing on, essential oils are effective here. And what is an essential oil? They are comprised of hundreds of different compounds, utilizing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up resistance. I'm going to say that last little section there again, without building up resistance, okay? Maybe you are in the natural health realm, maybe you are a practitioner of some sort, and you have clients who have had experiences with over-the-counter drugs where they have literally built up resistance. Your body builds up resistance. So the really cool thing when working with nature and plants like this is that there's so many variables in nature that it's hard for it to be a constant every single time the exact same. Okay, so with essential oils, we'll talk a little bit more about purity and why doTERRA has like perfected essential oils and is always striving to get better, obviously. And we'll talk about that more in a second here. So essential oils work with the body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. Okay, on a cellular level. So here's a little picture here. On the outside, the green guy is bacteria. On the inside, that's a virus, that purple, okay? So here what we're showing is that pure medicinal grade, even pharmaceutical grade essential oils can pass through that lipid layer, okay? So they can pass through the lipid layer of the cell that is protecting the cell where the virus is could be on the inside duplicating DNA. So this is really cool because not all essential oils are created equal by any means, right? By any means, but when they are, they can actually help your body's natural functions and work with your body on a cellular level. Okay, so that's really cool. Am I saying that, it's gonna like cure certain things? I can't actually say that, but I do know that it's going to help your body's natural functions to work more efficiently, to help your body to fight off threats. Okay, so pretty cool. Okay, so listen to this. Sometimes I get the question or the response is like, oh, the first response is doTERRA is expensive. And well, there's many reasons why they do have a price that they do, but I want to show you how affordable they actually are, right? 1 drop of peppermint oil, 1 drop, is roughly equivalent to 28 cups of tea. So if you have not experienced doTERRA's peppermint, if we are ever in person, I probably have given you a drop of peppermint in your hands. It is so refreshing, uplifting, energizing. It's just, whoa, just 1 drop, okay? So think of all the uses that peppermint has. Just using peppermint as an example here. Peppermint, I'm sure you yourself can think of like 10 off the top of your head, right? It's great you can actually drink it in your tea, right? You can put a toothpick in the top in the orifice reducer and just swirl it in your tea, and it's so nice. It's great for digestion, right? It's in our Zengest or Digestive Blend. It's great for sore muscles. It's in our deep blue blend. It's great for respiratory. It's in our easy air or breathe blend. It's great for head tension, focus, energy, all the things. And maybe some of you watching live in Costa Rica like I do, ants, spiders, bugs, mice, anything, they all hate peppermint, maybe because it's so intense, but this is an awesome one to add into your cleaner. Okay, so affordable, right? Often all you need is 1 to 2 drops per application. So saying that, in a 15 ml bottle, which is the standard size, there's about 250 to 300 drops in here. Okay, so that's almost 250 uses, okay, if you're using 1 to 2 drops per application. Pretty cool, right? So they're super affordable. Saying that, as well as something you'll notice as we go through the rest of this class, is that one oil does not just have one use, you know, like a over the counter, or maybe even like allergy medicine, for example, right? If you had to go to the pharmacy to get allergy medicine because you were suffering from allergies, you're not going to use your allergy medication if you are if you're needing support for something completely different, right? But the allergy, sorry, I'm trying to be compliant here. The trio that is really supportive of like sneezes, of wheezing, things like that, is lemon, lavender, peppermint. Okay, let me tell you how many uses these 3 oils have. Over 100, that's for sure. Okay, so they're very affordable and very, they have very, what am I trying to say? Lots of different uses, okay? So anyway, this class is just a little bit of a intro class. There's so much to learn in our members areas. We have an oil camp at the time of this recording. We have oil camp starting on Monday. It's a 10-day free event for our doTERRA members that just takes them through 10 of the most popular essential oils, some fun DIYs, some safety measures to keep in mind, lots of fun information, and really just helps you to utilize your essential oils. Okay, so next step I want to talk to you on here is doTERRA in specific. Okay, doTERRA is 100% safe. Well, I'm not going to say they're 100% safe. They are safe because you need to know how to use them. They're safe and they're 100% pure. Okay, so reason being is the essential oil industry is completely unregulated. You might have noticed that with other oils that you have in your home, maybe you didn't notice they do anything for you, or you didn't, you had to put 35 drops in the diffuser, or maybe you read the side of the bottle and it says, if ingested, called poison control, do not use topically on your skin. Things like that. It kind of makes you question, well, what's in the bottle that it's so dangerous? Right? So the essential oils actually have a pretty bad rep, to be honest. If you go on the internet and start Googling essential oils, you're going to get a ton of fear. Okay. And also a lot of feedback that essential oils don't work, right? They don't work. So it's really interesting because here, let's move into the next slide here. doTERRA recognized that, right? And so let's elaborate on that a little bit here. You can see in the pie graph that the primary essential oils that are available in the market are synthetic, right? They're synthetic. They're made in a lab. Okay, there's many different reasons why people do this and companies do this. One of them is time, right? It's easy. It's easy to make things in a lab. You don't have to pay anybody other than your workers that are right there creating the things, right? But it's easy is the biggest one, right? So the majority are synthetic, which is something to really question, right? So essential oils that you could be buying from, grocery stores, majority of those are going to be synthetic, okay? At least partially. Okay, so food grade is another little slice there. Food grade, we ingest essential oils, the food grade essential oils, pretty much daily. They're found in things like toothpaste, they're flavors in foods, sweets, things like that. They're everywhere. But saying something is food grade, when we take a look at our recommended daily intake of food, we begin to kind of see like, I don't know if that's exactly a really good thing for my body. It might be safe to ingest, but again, do we know the long-term effects of these food grade things? Anyway, I don't know if you're like me, but I like to know what's in my food. I like to read the labels and things like that. And I do question, additives. Okay. Anyway, the third one here is the purple one that's therapeutic grade. So you're probably like me, we were buying essential oils from health food shops prior to doTERRA. And I had a situation in a health food shop where I bought lemongrass. And I don't even remember why I was buying lemongrass, maybe because I like to use essential oils back then, especially for perfume. And so I always had, like cinnamon, patchouli, and I think I wanted to go into lemongrass apparently. And so I was buying lemongrass and the girl who was selling it to me said, be careful with this, it's dangerous. And I looked at her and was like, why is it dangerous? It's lemongrass. Like I eat lemongrass in like my Thai food. What's in this bottle that shouldn't be, that's dangerous, right? It's like a chemical thing, right? And so I don't want to say or make it sound like I think essential oils are safe for everybody and they're not dangerous and you don't need to know how to use them, you just whatever. No, like there is education that comes with your oils. That's why doTERRA's business structure is set up like it is, because I, or whoever invited you here to watch this webinar or this class today, we are here to educate you how to safely use your oils. Okay. Besides us, doTERRA's website, the blog, everything has so much good information on there. But it's the point of the matter is that it comes with education, not just some lady at a store saying, be careful with this. Okay. So we are here to support you. And then let's talk about Cptg, certified pure tested grade. Okay, this is also certified pure therapeutic grade in some countries. So this is doTERRA's quality and purity standard. Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said before, the essential oil industry is completely unregulated. doTERRA recognized that 13 years ago, right, when a couple of the executives actually were working with one of our competing companies, and they recognized that majority, if not all, essential oils available in the market were heavily adulterated, right? And not even just that, right? They were being unsustainably sourced. And so doTERRA, these people came together, these people with their science backgrounds, like medical backgrounds, so much knowledge together, came together to create the world's first purest essential oils. Okay, and they knew that they weren't going to stay small long, right? They started with just a small select few oils. They literally remortgaged their houses, and they started with a few select essential oils. But the sourcing is a very important part of our sustainable practices, right? I'll wrap this up in a second here. We source on a global scale, right? But we do not own farms. Okay, so from the beginning, doTERRA has recognized the importance of really getting to the seed, right? The seed of the essential oil, and supporting the people that are the harvesters, the growers, the people who are taking care of the plants, right? Beyond that, they recognize that they're looking for a specific response in the body with essential oils, right? And it comes down to the chemistry of what's in the bottle. And so when they're looking for a specific chemistry makeup of this essential oil, they need to go to the source, right? And things that matter are, the weather, the soil, the sun, the growing conditions, right? And the people who are harvesting. And I believe in energetics, right? And I think that when things are done in a peaceful manner, that impacts the energetics of the oil and the quality as well, right? Anyway, I don't want to get into it, but that's a big point. So when we're utilizing our essential oils, we know that they are sourced very sustainably. They're impacting families and small scale growers all around the world. The average farm of doTERRA's farms are 12 acres. Okay, so it's pretty, like, we work with some small scale growers all around the world. One more thing to add on is that doTERRA has an executive team that travels the world to find where these plants grow to their prime, right? So we can get that chemical constituent that we're looking for that tends to drive that response in the body. Not drive, but like kind of support that response in the body. Okay, and so they also take a look at countries that need our help and say, what can we source here? What grows really, really well here in this growing climate? And who has a functioning farm or generational farm that would like to partner with us long-term and be exclusive to us? Okay, so that's a big one. So anyway, there's more information on that coming. Let's get into how to use doTERRA essential oils, okay? And I do want to remind you that everything I'm sharing with you today, I do not want you to go and use your oils that you currently have at home unless they are from doTERRA directly, okay? Not off Amazon, things like that. So because I don't know anything about those oils, okay? I'm only speaking to this, this quality and this purity. So number one, aromatically. Aromatically is a super easy way to use your oils. You can put some oils in the diffuser. I've got my diffuser going right here. I love diffusing because it impacts everybody in the room, okay? Little bodies, busy bodies, everybody gets supported by the diffuser, okay? So it's great for opening the airways, boosting the mood, freshening the air. It's also great if you're like in a stuffy space or dusty place. Aromatically is the fastest way to experience an essential oil. Okay, so diffusing, you can breathe it in. You can, just like I showed you with the peppermint, if we've been in person, this is an awesome way to just impact the respiratory system right away as well. So we already talked about peppermint. So many uses for peppermint. That's one of the like best oils to use aromatically. Okay. Another one that I love is wild orange. It's uplifting, energizing. It's a great cleanser and purifying agent, but it helps to support positive mood. Like, honestly, it's like an antidepressant in a bottle, I swear. It's so nice. And remember, it comes from the rind. So it's nice and like zesty. Okay. So topical use is the second way that we use these oils. You can apply them to the bottoms of feet or affected areas to target specific needs. Okay, so you'll learn all about diluting your oils when you do get your oils through whoever connects you in or through our resources, right? So diluting your oils is really going to help them to stay in place longer. It's going to limit your sensitivity potentially, right? And it's also going to help them to draw in deeper. So Deep Blue is one of our favorite oils to use topically for anything sore. Okay, this is a topical only recommended oil. It's not for ingestion. It's so good. doTERRA also offers a non-toxic lotion base with the Deep Blue oil in it. Game changer. Like if you're into like hot cold rubs and like icy cool and Voltaren and all those things, this is going to change. This is going to change that for you and help you to get that toxic stuff out of your house. The third way that we use our oils is internally. Okay, only certified pure tested grade oils. So this is unique with doTERRA, right? And they're not only like safe to ingest, they're actually recommended and backed by science. Okay, so you can drop them in water, under the tongue, or in a veggie capsule, which is like a little empty capsule. You take the lid off and put the oils in. You can take it like that, and you can create your own antibiotics. You can create your own pain medication, all sorts of recipes. Okay, and then you take your oils like that. So one of my favorite to use internally is On Guard. This is our protective blend of cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange. It's an incredible, powerful immune system support oil. Okay, so we use this multiple times a day just to support our immune systems, right? Just a simple roller. I have a roller and I roll it up and down the kid's spine morning and night just to help their body to be a little bit more supported. Okay, you can also diffuse it, and we absorb about 60% of what we diffuse right into our bodies too. So like I mentioned, the kids are running around, I can have the diffuser on and it can be supporting their immune system as well. So this has bajillion uses. I'm sure I could talk all day on Guard. One of my favorites in regards to internal use is save it a scratchy throat. Okay, you could take a spoon of local honey and put a couple drops of your On Guard on there just to help to coat the throat. It has clove in there, so it's kind of like a numbing agent. It's also an incredible antioxidant. This is an amazing oil for that. Okay, so it's also good for anything to do with oral health, again, because of the clove in there. It's delicious. doTERRA actually has a whole a cleaner with On Guard. We have mouthwash. We have laundry soap, we have toothpaste, depending on your country is the availability, right? So anyway, this is an amazing oil. I can't stop talking about it. So let's talk about how essential oils can help you in particular. Okay, so you're probably beginning to see that essential oils have a lot of uses. Okay, over this next little section here, I'm going to show you how it can begin to be a little bit more of a lifestyle. And of course, in the beginning, it takes might take a little bit to begin to remember to reach for an oil first. I always recommend putting them all around your house, where you're going to see them, where you need them, things like that. So let's go through a few other products that Doterra has. I'm just going to show you these pictures and then kind of hone in and on a few of them. Okay, so we have obviously quite a few essential oils, not as many as you would think, to be honest, but we also have things like a Correctex, which is an all natural polysporin. We have things like the Breathe Stick, which is like a all natural Vicks, which you can also make your own. I really like this about Doterra, that if you're somebody who loves to DIY, like do it yourself, all the things, you can start with oils and DIY all the things. If you're someone who's used to just grabbing something easy, like a sore muscle rub, you can grab the Deep Blue Rub, like I mentioned, right? You can grab the Breathe Stick instead of making your own, like, coconut oil and Breathe or Easy Air essential oil, applying it on the chest. You can just grab the Breathe Stick, depending on your country, right? Is the availability. And On Guard also comes in a protective soft, like the soft gels, which is really nice, and just super easy to take. If you're somebody who prefers to just like take a quick soft gel as you're heading out the door, that's great. Okay. We also have some incredible shampoo and conditioner that I love. Hand and body lotion, hand soap, mouthwash. Here's the Deep Blue Rub I was telling you about. Surface and hand spray, right? With that On Guard properties. We have the On Guard beadlets, which are a tiny little like quarter drop of essential oil. I love these for the kids. I can just give them one before and after school, and they put it in their mouth and they can swallow their water because it's so small, right? So these are just a few things. You can begin to see how this can become a little bit of a lifestyle, right? It's a little bit of a lifestyle. And again, I don't want this to be overwhelming at all. Usually what happens is you'll start with a few oils. I'll share an option in a second here. You'll start with a few oils and then you'll begin to maybe explore. Okay. The really cool thing is we have an awesome loyalty program that gets you points on your purchases and you actually save even more money. So I'll get into that in a little bit here, but let's go through what you want to feel less of and what you want to feel more of. Okay. So if you want to pause this and take out a little note and write down, I want to feel less of, some common ones are inflammation, fatigue. I want to feel less, what are some other ones? Like less bloated, less sleepy keeps coming to mind. So write down what you want to feel less of, and then write down what you want to feel more of. Okay. Do you want to feel more uplifted, more balanced, more energized, more protected? And then this next little section here, we're going to go through some options. Okay. So are you ready to discover simple solutions? Let's talk about some oils that could help you. Okay. So number one, let's talk about Breathe. Just quick here. Breathe is also known as Easy Air. It's the respiratory blend. We talked about it. Peppermint is in this one. So we already talked about it a little bit. This is like your all natural, like Vicks. Okay. It's so good for breathing. Anything to do with breathing at all. It's also awesome if you feel like you're stressed, maybe you're working, or after a long day, you can put it in the diffuser and it just helps you to just breathe a little deeper and release. Okay. DigesThen or Zengest is our digestive blend. This is an amazing blend if you have anything to do with digestive discomfort. Okay. So it really, really helps to maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract. It's so good for reducing feelings of bloating, gas, occasional indigestion, anything to do with digestion. This is amazing. Okay. I don't leave the house without this, to be honest, especially here in Costa Rica. You never know when someone's going to get a tummy ache. And I love how simple it is to use. I just take the lid off, dab my finger on it and put it on my tongue, or if the kids have a tummy ache, just on their tongue. You can also put a drop right under your tongue. It's incredible. You can use it topically as well. Amazing blend. Okay, next one here is tea tree. This is like your first aid oil, right? It's antiseptic. It's great for cleansing the skin. It's rejuvenating. It's great for any skin irritations. It's also very cleansing for your home and surfaces too. So this is one I definitely keep with me. I actually carry a little keychain like this with me, and I have my little drams in there all the time. It's similar to this, the one that I have. My aunt made it for us. Anyway, tea tree is one that we use all the time. If somebody has a cut or an abrasion, you can put tea tree right on just to disinfect. Okay, so next first aid oil is lavender. I call this a Swiss Army knife of oils. It's so soothing for irritated skin, promotes a restful sleep and calming the mind. Awesome for reducing anxious feelings. It's also great after a long day in the sun. Lavender is like, if you don't know what to use, use lavender because it's so good for so many things. Next one here is Serenity, is the Restful blend. So this is a blend of oils that I love to use in the diffuser, to be honest, and specifically for bedtime. Okay, so you can diffuse it to promote relaxation, decrease stress, create a restful sleeping environment, great for anxious feelings, calming the emotions. This one mixed with Balance blend is known as like liquid calm. Those two together, like, I don't know what it is, but it's just, if you suffer with like anxious feelings or the overwhelm, those two in a roller bottle together, equal drops. Oh my gosh, so good. Next one's fractionated coconut oil, because if you're making rollers, like we show you how to, you're going to need some fractionated coconut oil. So it's basically, I get questioned all the time, what's the difference between this and normal coconut oil? Fractionated means that part of the fat is removed, right? It stays liquid always. It doesn't have a scent, and it mixes really well with essential oils. It also is not super greasy. So this is an amazing oil to use for diluting, to again, remember when I told you before about topical use? It's great for limiting possible skin sensitivity, right? With hot oils especially. It helps the oils stay in place longer, and it helps the oils draw in the skin deeper, okay? So next one here is a massage blend. If you struggle with anything to do with circulation, this is your blend. Okay, it has cypress in there, which is an incredible oil to support the circulatory system. It's like a herbal blend. It's very herbal. It's great for massage. If you go for massage, take this with you, or your deep blue, or both. It's so nice. Frankincense is also, it's known as the king of oils. Okay, so this one supports the body on a cellular level. It supports healthy cellular function. Okay, it can cross the blood-brain barrier. It's great to be preventative, right? I add it into most of my blends that I make for my kids, especially, right? It helps to balance the mind, lift the mood. If you're someone who likes to practice meditation, this is awesome to put a little dab on your third eye or even on the roof of your mouth. Amazing oil, amazing oil. Okay, lemon naturally cleanses the body, cleanses surfaces, neutralizes odors. I think everybody needs to have lemon, to be honest, because there are so many uses for this. It's so good for degreasing, so you can use it in any sticky situation. If you have stickers on anything, even it can potentially remove things like permanent marker, right? So this is an awesome one. I've used it for a permanent marker and it works fantastic. It's great for cleansing surfaces. I make like most of my cleaners. I'm pretty simple with cleaners, to be honest, but one of my main ones is a baking soda scrub, and I use my lemon in there. It's just baking soda, water, and lemon oil, and it scrubs everything and takes off mildew. It takes off all the things like in the shower and stuff like that. So lemon is an amazing one. It's also so nice to drink in your water. So again, it comes from the rind. And going back to our sourcing, remember that our sourcing is so particular, and that our oils are sourced all around the world, right? And they're sourced in countries where, we often get asked, are your oils organic? Some countries, some oils, they are, depending on where they're sourced, they are certified organic. But here's the reality, is that they're sourced in countries that don't have that certification, right? We source vetiver in Haiti. We source wintergreen in Nepal. Like lemon comes from Italy. Lavender comes from Bulgaria. But some of those countries don't have organic certification. So they are heavily tested by third-party testers to make sure that they are free from anything toxic, any additives, any artificial, anything, any chemicals, like any toxic chemicals at all. Okay, so I love knowing that I can actually ingest my lemon. It's coming from the rind of the fruit, but I know that there's no pesticides, no herbicides, no chemicals on this lemon, right? And so drinking it in your water, I love to add a drop into my glass or metal because it breaks down plastics, okay? And so ingesting it is actually going to help pretty much every body system to gently detox and release plastics and petrochemicals that are built up in your body. Okay, so really cool. All of the citrus oils do that, some more than others. They're really high in something called limonene. And if you do a quick Google search of limonene, you can see that it is pretty much anti-preventative, almost everything. So lemon is a great one that I love. Let's get into some of the more of the products. Okay, so let's have a couple more things to cover here and then we'll wrap up. But Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme. It supports healthy enzyme production for normal digestive process. It promotes nutrient absorption, meaning that when you ingest food, it'll help you to break down the food and absorb the nutrients properly. Okay, it also helps speed conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy, which is really important. So I've seen amazing things with Terrazyme as far as like, you know, somebody has is bloated after eating a nice fresh salad, for example. Maybe your body is not converting properly or breaking down the fresh veggies properly. I've also seen with little kids particular that might be constipated. Terrazyme is an amazing tool that helps your body to break it up and move it on. Okay, so if you're interested in learning more about Terrazyme, actually you can go on YouTube, actually go to YouTube and search doTERRA Terrazyme and oatmeal, and somebody cracks a capsule into a bowl of oatmeal and you can see it start to like dissolve and liquefy in front of your eyes. It's really cool. So this is an incredible product, especially if you're someone who struggles with digestion or digestive discomfort. Okay, so I want to introduce you to our number one selling product, which is crazy because we are primarily an essential oil company. We focus on our essential oils. That's our number one. Okay. The really cool thing is that doTERRA has expanded and has created these incredible products, these high quality superfood products that have essential oils in them. Okay. So this is one of them. This is called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. It is a trio. Okay. It's something I utilize every single day, twice a day. And it seriously helps me with my emotional wellness. It fills in any nutrition gaps I have as a busy mom business owner, right? We get busy, we try our best, but this helps me to fill in any nutrition gaps. It helps me with my hormonal balance. It just helps me with energy, with clarity, with all the things. Okay, so I want you to take a look at your list right now that you wrote down. I want to feel less of, and I want to feel more of. And I probably can guarantee that at least one of those things is on this list. Okay, so more energy, less discomfort, healthy inflammatory response, immune function, stress management, cardiovascular health, comprehensive nutrition. These are amazing. Okay, so if you want to look more into them as well, you can message me directly for the PDF, but you can also Google it. If you go doTERRA Lifelong Vitality PDF, you should pull up a pretty decent ebook that goes into the ingredients in these and all of the information. Okay, so in a nutshell, what they are is Microplex is your bioavailable multivitamin and mineral complex. The Alpha C or S is kind of like your insurance plan, people call it, right? It's your cellular energy, antioxidants, longevity. There's things like frankincense, your turmerics, so many awesome antioxidants in there. Your XE Omega is your 369 fatty acids and 9 essential oils, no preservatives. They are bioavailable, which means they absorb easily into your body. Okay. They're also loose packed. So yes, you do need to take, they are capsules, but they're not like horse pills that are going to pass through your system in one go. Okay. So I highly recommend trying these out. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. They are fantastic. If you're in the US, they actually have a vegan version, a plant-based version as well. Incredible product. Okay, So here's a little intro into like the day in the life of, because sometimes people are like, well, this seems like a lot of information. I don't know how I would incorporate oils into my routine. So here is just a little quick like example. Okay. So here's some like daily habits. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, you take 2 capsules each with morning and like the first time you eat and the second time you eat. Digestive enzyme, you could take this with meals if you are somebody who struggles with digestion, especially. Lemon, I like to add it in my water. Anytime I fill up my water throughout the day, I just put 1 drop in the bottom of my cup and fill it up. Okay, frankincense, I like to start the day with frankincense, a drop under my tongue. So I'm doing my morning meditation or yoga practice, a little bit on the forehead. On Guard is your immune boosting, immune support blend. Again, I mentioned before, I just do a roller on the spine of the kids morning and night. And for myself, I take a On Guard, the soft gel with my Lifelong Vitality, and Balance is the next one. I use it personally when I get out of bed in the morning. I take a couple drops in my hands. If I'm doing my morning meditation or yoga practice, I put it on the bottoms of my feet just to help with grounding, maybe set an intention for the day. Take some deep breaths. It's so good for the nervous system. If you want to look more into this one, go on YouTube and type in Doterra Balance. What's it called? Blood testing or something like that. Like there's this video on YouTube, it's amazing, where they were doing like they took a blood sample of somebody and they looked at it underneath the microscope before using Balance, and it was so chaotic, everything was all crazy. And then the person used Balance and they took another sample not even 30 seconds later. Okay, so that's really cool that essential oils work like this. They work with the body, right? The body knows what to do with them. There's no decoding. And so 30 seconds later, and they looked at it in a microscope again, and it's like peace, serene, zen. Okay, amazing. So the last one on here, we do have a PB Assist Probiotic. It's a double encapsulated probiotic that makes it past your stomach acid. So as you can see, this is just like a little tidbit. Of course, I have my diffuser on all the time. I carry my oils with me in my fancy little keychain thing so that I have oils on me when I need them, right? We can be preventative as well as being reactive instead of just one or the other, right? So if you're watching this and you're not directly connected to myself, maybe somebody that loves you invited you to watch this class today. I want you to go back and connect with whoever invited you to watch this class, okay? Ask them about the specific starter collections that are available in your country. Okay, if you're working with me directly or I referred you to this video, connect back with me. I will send you the list of options and give you my top suggestion for your personal needs, okay? So there are 3 ways to purchase Doterra. If you're somebody who has this belief that Doterra is expensive, it's probably because you only know about the retail price, okay? And I don't let people buy retail price because it's the most expensive way to buy. The second way to purchase is wholesale. Okay, and no, you're not buying like the biggest bag of chips that you've ever seen in your life. You're buying essential oils, not in a mass quantity, but at the best cost. Okay, so this is like your healthy Costco card, Sam's Club, PriceSmart, whatever. You pay a one-time a year fee and choose what you'd like to purchase at 25% off anything and everything for a year. Okay, so this is good if you're someone who literally just wants 1 or 2 oils to start. Okay, that's cool, but I would highly suggest taking a look at the third option that is below wholesale. Okay, this is by starting with a starter collection, the specific ones that are available in your country. Okay, so starter collections are going to save you the most money and they're going to get you started with a great collection of oils and products. Your account activation fee, right, or that one-time annual fee is waived for that whole year. Okay, and all of your member perks come for free, which we'll talk about in a second here. Okay, so the cool thing about the wholesale account is in Canada, it's about $42. In US, it's about 35. Costa Rica, it's around 17,000 colones. Okay, so depending where you are in the world, it's around that price range. Okay, so when you start with a starter collection, that one-time fee is waived. The annual, like in a year from now, you will have the option, it's not automatic, which I really respect, you'll have the option to renew your account. Okay, renewal in the US is $30. And you also get a free bottle of doTERRA's peppermint oil, which is like $26. Okay, so your renewal fee is like what, like a few dollars. Okay, and so that's pretty sweet. Canada, like it's $30 renewal fee US. Globally, you just have to translate it to your currency. Okay, so let's talk about member perks. As a member of Team Supernatural, I'm assuming that you're here through somebody within my community. Okay, we're all over the world. You will receive some sort of a welcome package from whoever connected you into doTERRA. Okay, this could include things like empty roller bottles for you to play with, spray bottles, some samples of their favorite products, maybe a little introduction guide to how to use your oils. Maybe it's a referral to an app. There's so many cool things. Okay, so the next one is personalized wellness consultation. So whoever you're connected to will offer you a one-on-one consultation for probably about 20-30 minutes, where you'll go through why you started with doTERRA, what your primary concerns are, why you want to start incorporating oils into your lifestyle and routine, and they'll help you come up with a plan, okay, of how you're going to use those oils and products that you bought. And they would also give you suggestions on things that they feel that might help serve your lifestyle as well, okay? And help you find answers to your solutions to your ailments, okay? Next one is Oil Camp. Oil Camp's massive. I mentioned it at the beginning, I think. It's a 10-day camp that is exclusive to our members, our account holders. It's amazing education on the 10 most popular essential oils. We show you the lifestyle of doTERRA, how to make some fun DIYs. It's a really incredible opportunity, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Okay. We start the time of this recording, we actually start on Monday, which I think is the 18th of October, 2021. Okay. Next one here is continuing education. This is also not to be missed for members. This is kind of like your 2.0. So this little introduction here was literally like this much information about essential oils. So as you start to explore continuing education, it is a 8-week series where we have a different topic every week for 8 weeks. We go into things like women's health and hormones, pain management and essential oils. We talk about non-toxic living and green cleaning. So many good topics that people want to learn about. Okay, so if you come to all 8 of the topics or watch the recordings within 48 hours and complete our questionnaire, you actually get yourself a certification prize from us, which is really exciting as well. Okay, so you also get access to our members only library. Shoot, I meant to change this. It's not on Facebook anymore. Peace out, Facebook. We are on Mighty Networks. Okay, and so our learning library is over on Mighty Networks. You get access into our members only group on Mighty Networks, which has a little bit of we just moved over to Mighty Networks. So we're working on our continuing education for November. Forgot to say it starts in November. Oil Camp and those sorts of things. Lots of awesome members only education and just like next level learning. Our community giveaways all are in the members only area. Unlimited education and personal support. So I hope that you see that it's not like you're just starting with essential oils and you're like, okay, now like go use them and go consult Google when you have a question, like you would if you bought your oils at Whole Foods and went home, you know, and was helping your child with an earache, for example, or a sore ear. That girl from Whole Foods that sold you the lavender and tea tree is probably not going to message you later that day and say, I hope your son's doing okay. How's it going? Right? But we will. That's our job, is we get to help you work and find solutions for your ailments. Okay. And so connect back with whoever invited you here to learn about starter collections, promotions, and offerings in your specific country. Sorry, this is so vague, but I work with so many people in different countries that I can't necessarily, I would take all day if I showed all the collections that are available in all the countries we work in. So here's an example. This is a Canadian starter collection. I think it's also available in the US. This is one of our favorites and our top sellers because it has 10 essential oils in the 15 ml bottle, right? And the little deep blue always comes in a 5 ml. But these are like, I think we went through most of these. It also has adaptive, which is like the emotional oil for emotional wellness. I love it in the diffuser. Copaiba is kind of like your CBD, but it's actually even more effective. Balance, I mentioned before, we talked about that a little bit. It's like the grounding and emotional blend, okay? And it comes with a sweet diffuser. So if you're here in Costa Rica, we have a similar collection to this, which is super duper popular. We also have, like I said, in the States as well, and Europe has their own version as well. So that's just an example, okay? And this is our highly recommended place to start, okay? And so once you start, you have the option to opt into the loyalty program. It's not mandatory, it's optional. Basically what it is, it's a customized ordering system that is monthly, okay? You are in control. You choose what's in there. You can change the date a million times. No, it does not come with the same thing every month. You build your cart out. There's no minimum order, right? If you want to earn points on your purchase, it's a 50. Here's this 50 point order to earn free product points. You can cancel or change it anytime. You get a percentage of free product points that increases by 5% every 3 months. Okay, every 3 months of 50 point orders, they don't have to be consecutive, meaning that, you know, 1 month could be 5 points, 1 month could be 15 points. And then every month that there's 50 points. And after 3 months of that, you'll be up at 15%, which is pretty sweet. Okay. So there's also a free product of the month with a 125 point order placed before the 15th. So many good things. So you're going to learn more about the loyalty rewards program. And if you do want to set it up, whoever connected you here will help you set it up on the wellness consultation. Okay. This is the smartest way to get your oils and the way to save the most money, to be honest. And you can see that we start with a 25% off with our account anyway, right? So we get 25% off retail price, but then along with the loyalty program, I'm at 30% back. So I actually get 30, 40, 55% off of retail price. So if you're someone that says Doterra is expensive, it's because you're probably talking about retail price. Okay, so I would agree with you on that one. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to share with you something else that's really, really special and unique about doTERRA. Okay, so every time you buy a bottle of doTERRA essential oils, you're changing someone's life. I mentioned this before about our sourcing efforts. Okay, so that's really cool to connect back in with, is that we have the ability to not only change our lives and really support our bodies and our families' bodies in our own home. I love the aspect that I've been teaching my kids how to use essential oils to support their emotions, to support their physical ailments. Imagine a world where people would turn to natural options instead of synthetics or instead of substances even. I feel like we could change the world in one generation through the use of essential oils and mindful living, right? Anyway, the first one here is, we're going to talk, I guess, like there are 3 pathways within doTERRA. Sorry, I'm rambling. There are 3 pathways. Okay. The first one is somebody who wants to live. Okay. That's all of you watching the recording. That's you. Okay. You want to live the wellness lifestyle. You want to get maybe toxins out of your home. You want to start to begin to incorporate essential oils into your routine. So definitely grab your oils. Grab a starter collection from whoever connected you here and start using your oils. This is amazing. You'll begin to discover so many options and so many changes, right? So many tools is what I'm trying to say. What tends to happen after somebody does get their oils, they start to play with them. Maybe you have friends come over and they start to comment, or people see you around and they're like, man, you always smell so good, like they do to us, right? People start to ask, what is that? What are you using? Like, I have this going on. What should I use? Right? So you can actually host a class or a workshop, and in person, if you're local to whoever connected you into this class, or even online, and you can gather a few friends together and help them learn about oils. Okay. This is an awesome way to get your products paid for. So reach out to whoever connected you here if you're interested, because we have some awesome little gifts. Some people tend to give a keychain, which is so cute, right? With some little drams in there. But reach out to whoever connected you here and ask them about the possibility of hosting a class and getting some friends together so you guys can all learn together. It's actually really a lot more fun when it's in an intimate group like that, because you can talk amongst each other. If you're in person, it's so nice to actually get oils on and try them out. But if you're not in person, online is also a great option, okay? So what happens with sharing is we begin to share like super authentically, right? We begin to, if somebody has a sore or something and we're sitting beside them at a soccer game, watching your kids play soccer, you can actually, if you have your Deep Blue in your bag, you're going to help them, right? If someone's struggling with a headache and you have a solution in your bag, you're going to help them. So that's kind of how sharing doTERRA happens naturally. Okay. And it's totally up to you. If you want to share to get your oils paid for, that's amazing. You can also share to supplement your income, which is also fantastic, right? And so the third pathway here is building. Sometimes, maybe this is you're looking for a way to use your time more effectively. Maybe you're looking for a new business opportunity that you can work from anywhere in the world. Maybe you're looking for another vehicle you can add into your current offerings. Maybe you're a holistic healthcare provider to some degree. You can actually incorporate, we can teach you how to incorporate doTERRA into your offerings and begin to build a side income on the side in the beginning. And eventually you could actually heavily supplement or even replace your income, or even retire your husband if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so this is an opportunity to create a lasting residual income and greater freedom in your life. I can tell, like I know everybody needs and wants more time, right? We want more time. That's the reality. And I want to ask you, your current situation, is that, are you working towards your time freedom in the future, or would this work for you, right? Are you looking for something that you could easily incorporate in and start to work smarter, not harder, right? Okay, so if you have any questions about anything we just covered, you're more than welcome to reach out to me directly. Leave me a comment below if you're catching this on YouTube. But definitely check out this website at the bottom here if you have never been to this website before and you're interested in learning more about the sourcing efforts and our humanitarian projects, our co-impact sourcing and Healing Hands Foundation initiatives. This is an amazing website, okay? It's called sourcetoyou.com. Go there and check it out. It's fantastic, amazing, okay? So I want to end on a little call to action. So if you're somebody who is looking for oils, reach out to whoever connected you here, of course, okay? If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the business side of doTERRA, if you're watching this on YouTube, I probably have a video around here somewhere that is, it's an introduction to building a doTERRA business. I think it's about a 28-minute video. If you're curious and would like to learn more about sharing or building a doTERRA business, this is an awesome place to start. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. I'm super looking forward to welcoming you into our growing community. I'm open to answering your questions. Have an awesome day wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.